What's going on, YouTube? It's Chief Tex Films, and today we're gonna talk about lens flares. I shoot a lot of music videos, man, so of course in music videos you need lens flares. I'm taking a clip from a video that I shot, L Grammy's Differences. It's on my channel if you want to check it out, along with my daily vlogs. Make sure y'all check those out. Like, subscribe, and comment on those. But let's get back into these lens flares. Okay, so now, the technique that I use is I usually put a light in the background of the video so that I could add a lens flare to it later, and the lens flare would track with the light that I have in the background. Right on this scene right here, I used I just used the front light. The front light had a reflection from the window, so I didn't have to put one in the background, but the light is still there. You just have to make sure that the light is brighter than everything else. You're gonna run into issues with its glasses and jewelry and stuff like that, so you gotta keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So first thing you want to do is duplicate the footage. Control D, duplicate. Then you want to add colorama onto the footage. It's gonna look psychedelic, but then you go to output cycle, ramp gray. Click on the circle. Make sure that this slider is all the way to the right. Click OK. Roll this all the way around until just the light is visible. Then you click on in between the black and the white arrows. Make sure you slide this slider all the way to the left, so we get rid of all of those grays. Everything is either black or white. All right, now see, this footage is all of this stuff right here, his hat, his jewelry, and things like that are gonna pick up lens flares if you don't get rid of it. So you have to create a mask. Do a quick mask. I already pre-did the mask on my end, so I'm just gonna copy and paste just to save time. I'm click on the footage with the colorama on it, Control V, and I'm adding in the mask. Okay, so the mask is tracked. You see that as that light disappears and comes back, I have a little circle over it. I have a little circle over it to make sure that I don't pick up none of the other stuff in the scene. All right, now that that's done, so we go back to this clip right here, and we're gonna go ahead and, now that we have a mask on there, we have the colorama on there. So we wanna pre-compose this layer. We're gonna name it Luma, and we're gonna move all attributes to the new layer. So now we have this new layer. So now we can bring in the effect. You can bring in the effect. You're gonna go to first. You're gonna bring in the new layer. So now you go to layer, new solid. Make sure it's comp size, and then you're gonna go to effect, video copilot, optical flares. Now, if you don't have optical flares, they also have another plugin Red Giant makes that has lens flares. You can use that also, but I have optical flares by Video Copilot, so I'm gonna use these. Okay, so the first thing you want to do when you bring optical flares is go to the source type, take it from 2D to luminance, and then under luminance you go to the source layer and you click on Luma. So now we have the lens flare in the scene. Take the render mode from on black to transparent. So now we have this flare in, and it's being tracked. So you want to hide this luma layer so we get rid of this black dot. Hide that. Now you just have the lens flare coming in and out as the light comes in. I don't like that lens flare, so I can go to this black solid layer, go to the optical flares, and click on options, I have pro presets. I like this lens flare. Where we at? I like this lens flare right here. So we're gonna click on that. I like this flare, but I don't like this vertical line. So we're gonna get rid of those. We're gonna hide that. Click OK. Now the lens is in, the flare is in the scene. Yeah, I think it's too bright, so I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Maybe even adjust the scale a little bit to your liking. I like them in the scene, but I don't want them to overpower and take over the scene. I'm gonna render this out so you can see it. Okay, so I have it rendered out, and as you can see, as they move back and forth in front of the light, it comes, it disappears, but it's also being tracked to the light. You know, the alternative to this is to track this lens flare yourself, which can take hours. So what I do is I put a light in the scene. It works every time. Works every time for me. Like I said, you can just use it to where you have a light in the background. You can use it like I did here, where the light bounces off of a mirror or a window. But the end result is you have lens flares in the scene, and you can move around as much as you want. Your camera doesn't have to be stuck in one place, and you can have those. You can boost up your production value by adding lens flares. To me, this is a simple solution to tracking the lens flare in and out of the scene. If you enjoyed this quick tip, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out our daily vlogs. I'm dropping music videos, model promos. Try to give you guys content every day. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all on the next one.